Alaska, what is up? You're starting a new business. You're trying to figure out which way to go. LLC, S Corp, corporation. We can go over all those details with a phone call because we take care of you. My name's Alan, CEO of CorpNation, and this is how to start an LLC in Alaska, the complete 2026 guide. So hey, I love Alaska. I lived there for a year when I was a kid, some of the best times of my life. So from Anchorage to Fairbanks, Alaska entrepreneurs are building successful business, especially in tourism, actually, construction, energy, and beyond. So forming your LLC can be a vital component to protecting you and to setting up your business. Now, what is an LLC? Well, it is a limited liability company. Notice it's not a corporation, it's a company, but it brings some very unique, specific legal protection for your business and the business structure, and also protects your assets in case of a lawsuit if the entity is set up and done right, okay? So now, for business owners in Alaska, one of the things you need to know is this. It has personal liability protection, pass-through taxation. When we go in a deeper dive, you're going to see how taxes affect LLC. Flexible management structure. It's simpler than a corporation. We like simple, right? Sometimes it's just a little bit better when some things in life are simple. Credibility and professionalism. In other words, when people see that LLC attached to your name, they know, hey, they're not just writing a check to you, they're writing a check to an entity, something that is governed by the state, something that seems professional. And the beautiful thing, it's easy to maintain. So let's go through the step by step, right? So first of all, number one, you got to choose your name, right? Choosing your name for a limited liability company is important. Of course, after the name, we're going to also put LLC. That name needs to distinguish you from any other registered businesses in Alaska. So make sure you choose a good one. And by the way, I want to give you this personal recommendation. Don't choose a name that's so hard to spell people can't type it into Google to find you, especially if your website's the same name. So just something to think about. It's not a make or break thing, but at the end of the day, I'm just trying to make it easy for you. Avoid words like bank, trust, insurance. These things, it's going to be pretty hard to start that kind of business, right? Okay, with those kinds of names on there. Now, the second thing you need to know about is the appointment of a registered agent. So we help you with that process to make sure that appointment gets done correctly. It's always best to do that where someone's at the facility or wherever it's going to be located at from 9 to 5, just a regular working day, 5 days a week, because this is where legal paperwork goes, right? This is if you're going to get sued or if you're going to get served, and we don't want any of those things, right? So let's make sure that corporation is set up correctly to protect you, right? But at the end of the day, you want to make sure that that goes to the right place. It has to be someone who's there and who could receive that in your stead, okay? So we'll talk more about that because it's not a big deal, actually. Step number 3, you got to file your articles of incorporation, or organization, I should say. Corporations do incorporation and LLCs do organization. With the Alaska Division of Corporations, Business and Professional Licensing. Of course, when you use our services here at CorpNation, we take care of that. In fact, walk over here with me. I want to show you a few things that we take care of, okay? So I want you to see the 3 packages we have here at CorpNation because we want to make sure that you're taken care of and at the same time you choose the right package. So we have the LLC Starter Kit. This comes with your articles of an organization. We do that pretty much same day. Custom operating agreement. Your operating agreement is important because if you just start the articles of organization and you don't have an operating agreement, you're not exactly protected, and I'll go over that in a minute in detail. So we'll dive into that. An EIN guidance so that we can show you how to fill that out and file that, right? Your annual compliance, because every year you have to do compliance. And trust me, when you're busy running your business, it's hard to remember that, and there's a variety of different things you have to do. I'll talk about that in a minute, but we add that in for the first year. We take care of that, so you are good. And then we remind you every year, and we can take care of that for you, right? And now here's the thing, registered agent, so we'll talk about that. We're going to take care of that, and 100% digital. So you get everything to your email, and then you walk that into a bank. And again, I'll go over that in just a few minutes. We also have the full package, which comes with all the things over here, your LLC, your article of incorporation. Your EIN on this one is actually filed for you at the federal government level. Free registered agent for that first 60 days, custom operating agreement, which obviously you need, and annual compliance reminders and priority support. Now with these 2 packages, we're also going to be giving you a training of an hour-and-a-half training course with workbook that helps you to set up, grow, and expand expand your business. And so you're going to be able to sit with me for another hour and a half, and I get to enjoy hanging with you, right? Now, the enterprise, what this does is it has everything in these two packages and more. Full year registered agent is taken care of. Your S corporation election filing is done, and you'll want to see the tax strategies on an S corporation, because that will blow your mind. You will literally save thousands of dollars. Business bank account guidance. We're also going to give you expedited filing priority, and when you need us, you give us a call. One-on-one compliance consultation. Now, I want you to think about this for a second. We do everything here in America. Everything is done, kept, protected here. So that's very important. The other thing is we want to make sure we're not just some entity that you can't find. You can reach out to us. We answer the phone. You can set up meetings with one of our operators or myself, and we can get you going, right? So keep that in mind. These two packages come with that training course, so we can get you moving on. All right, let's go back over here, ladies and gentlemen. So again, like I said, number 3 was filing those articles of incorporation. So you got to make sure you pick the right name. You can't use a P.O. box when you file it. The registered agent has to be on there and listed, the names of the address of the members, the purpose of the LLC, the effective date. All those things literally have to be on those articles of incorporation. Now, you don't have to worry about that, because when you click a button, then boom, we take care of you, right? The filing fee in Alaska, you do need to know this, is $250. That's the state fee, not ours. You could see our fees up there, and it's plus state fees, and then that'll be taken care of, right? The other thing, step 4, is this. You want to create an operating agreement. Remember, I told you I was going to tell you more about that. Well, this is the important thing about that. It's like you don't want to go out in the rain without a rain jacket or some kind of protection, right? You don't want it. You need an umbrella, maybe a big heavy jacket, anything that protects you from rain or a potential hailstorm, right? But here's the thing. Many people start their LLCs because they use companies who don't protect them with an operating agreement. And then what happens is you're actually not protected. You might as well just stay a sole proprietorship. But we provide that for you, right? So make sure, because this spells out the ownership of who owns it, how it's protected, how the profits and losses are distributed, each member's roles, responsibilities, voting rights, what happens if a member wants to sell the interest or things like that, okay? Makes sense? Now, for a single member LLC, the operating agreement will still be important to get, and you want to know and get that as we take care of that. Step number 5. Obtain your employer identification number. Whether package if you choose the LLC Starter and we guide you to go do that, or we take care of that for you, that's important, because without that you cannot open a bank account, and it'll be tough. You need to hire employees, so you need that. You pay federal and state taxes using that, apply for business license and permits using that, and establish business credit. That leads us to number 6. Open a dedicated business bank account. You want to take all that paperwork. If you're going to get the binder and seal like the other ones offer, or if you're just going to get the one that's digital, no matter what, you take that in there to the bank, and when they get that paperwork, they're going to get you all set up. If you want to get like a $50,000 loan from them or a line of credit, just tell them you're going to do $1.25 million this year in business. You don't know, you could, right? So whatever business you're going to start. And by the way, you could always check with us if you're trying to start a business and you don't know what way to go with your LLC, plain LLC or S Corp LLC. Now, number 7, obtain required business licenses and permits. So in Alaska state business license, some businesses types are required a state level operating license. So make sure you know that. Some states require a state contractor license or stuff like that, right? Local business licenses, many cities and counties, so you want to check with your city and county and see if you can get a city business license. Some states might allow you to get a county business license, but either way, you do have to have a business license for whatever state you're working in. If you need help on that, you just let us know. Any professional licenses, obviously you can't go practice law unless you have a law degree, so make sure you got that, right? Federal licenses, like if you're going to try to sell alcohol, firearms, broadcasting, transportation, you need to think about that. Okay, so more details when you go through our system and we get you signed up. Now, number 8, maintain annual compliance. Well, hey, we got you, because we're going to take care of that the first year. We got your back, right? So make sure that you know that you're covered there. right? Now, the thing is, again, just a quick reminder, as I close this out, it's a $250 state filing fee, and then every year, it's you're gonna pay another $100 to make sure you keep that in compliance. We're gonna always reach out to you at the end of the year. We got your back because you'll be in our ecosystem. And by the way, this is all I needed to say about that. We're gonna help you get that all established. Let me go back over here. I wanna show you something. If you go to our website at CorpNation.com, and then you go over to the far right corner and you click on Get Started, you're gonna get to these prices because you're gonna click on LLC. But if you go down here and you look at this, you're gonna see how we fare with our competitor. Take a look at that. You know, you do your own research, all right? So we can get you taken care of. So ladies and gentlemen, my name is Alan, CorpNation. We look forward to hearing back from you, helping you get that business started, and let's get you on the road to making some good money and getting you going in your business. We'll talk to you soon. Check out our website. Bye-bye.